Hello friends, you are welcome to Mining Knowledge YouTube channel. Today I have come with a new topic, that is Industrial Revolution from Industry 1.0 to Industry 5.0. Perhaps all you are aware about the Industry 1.0 to 1.4.0. That is today nowadays Industry 4.0 is going on. So few of them are aware, may be aware or may not be aware, but let's start. That doesn't matter. Today we are going to discuss about this, and we will get a brief idea about the industry revolution, that is Industry 1.0 to Industry 5.0. So let's start today's topic. What is Industrial Revolution? Industrial Revolution is in modern history. It is the process of change from agricultural and handicraft economy to one dominated by industrial machine manufacturing. That is, it is the revolution or change from agricultural or handicraft economy to machine dominated or industry dominated or manufacturing huge amount of products, goods. This is called Industrial Revolution. This process of transformations began at the beginning of 18th century in Britain, and that spread out all over the world or different countries gradually. So this is the Industrial Revolution started at the 18th century, and which is being continued with the adoption of new technology and discovery of new machines, equipments, devices. So industry and the history of Industry 4.0 tracks the manufacturing industry from the Industrial Revolution to the digital transformation and beyond. So Industrial Revolution that took places in 18th century, now it is carry forwarded, and it is now Industry 4.0 with the digital transformation of the Industrial Revolution. Each new stages represent advancement of the Industrial Revolution in the manufacturing process that has changed the way we think about the work in the industry. So gradually from Industry 1.0, Industry 2.0, 3.0, now it is going Industry 4.0. So there are huge advancement or huge adoption of technology into the Industrial Revolution or Industrial advancement process. So as the time progresses, the Industrial Revolution took places from 1.0 to 5.0. So now Industry 1.0. What do you mean by Industry 1.0? Long days back, around 1760, the first Industrial Revolution, that was a transition to new manufacturing process using steam engine. At the time, the steam engine discovered with the help of machinery, huge manufacturing products or goods were manufactured or produced at the time of Industrial Revolution in Britain mainly. Later on, it was spread all over the world. So with the this manufacturing or the industrialization occurred mainly for the textile industry, but gradually other parts of the industry also affected or get increased or augmented its production or productivity or manufacturing capability. So fuel source like steam or coal that was available, with the help of machines, it was feasible or possible to manufacture huge amount of products or goods at a very short period of time with less amount of cost. That is, a huge amount of product or materials could be possible to produce with very less amount of time with minimal cost requirements, and for that purposes all over the world they could supplied or transported those products, and that were easily accepted by the world as the product cost was very less. So Industry 1.0 got huge success huge success as the steam engine discovered, and several machines produced good products, huge amount of products very quickly with low cost. What is about Industry 2.0? The first Industrial Revolution represents the period between 1760 to 1840, and this period of time is also called the second Industrial Revolution picking up point. So in between this time, the second revolution, that is Industry 2.0, got pickup point. Historians sometimes refers to this as the technological revolution, as in this time the new technology adopted as Industry 1.0. There are machine discovered, machine with the help of machines manufacturing and goods are produced. But in case of Industry 2.0, new technology revolution occurred, and this Industry 2.0 first started mainly Britain, Germany and America. During this time, technological systems were introduced, most notably electrical technology was adopted, and production was huge increment or augmented into this Industry 2.0 due to electrical technology adoption. So Industry 2.0 basically separated from Industry 1.0, that is the electrical technology adoption. Now Industry 3.0. What is the period or era of Industry 3.0? When the computer discovered, or computer come up with the civilization or human civilization in the hand of human civilization. From that time Industry 3.0 started. These early computers were not like today's sophisticated. That computers were huge, and that took more places, and not that much of sophisticated that today we are using and today we are seeing. Around 1970, the third industrial revolution involved the use of electronics and information technology, and further automation in production department, manufacturing department and automation to advance the production or industry revolution, with the help of internet access, connectivity and renewable energy. So Industry 3.0 plays major role or important role with the these elements like electronics, information technology, automation. These kinds of technology were available during the era of Industry 3.0 in the manufacturing and automation industry, with the help of internet connection and connectivity. Industry 3.0 introduced more automation system onto the assembly line to perform human tasks, that is using programmable logic controllers like PLC. But the automation, though the automation was incorporated, or automation system is familiar, and that took place, although the automated system were in place, but still human intervention not eliminated, rather human interventions relied still into this automation industry or PLC like systems. So Industry 3.0 is all about information technology, electronics and automation system. Now it's going the era of Industry 4.0. Industry 4.0 is also called smart manufacturing of the future. What is based on Industry 4.0? The fourth industrial revolution is the era of smart machines, storage systems and production facilities that can autonomously exchange information, trigger action and control each other without the human intervention. So Industry 4.0 is basically the target with elimination of the human interventions or human interactions into the industry. So this is the main target of Industry 4.0. This exchange of information is made possible with the industrial Internet of Thinking, IoT, as we know today. So with the help of IoT, it is possible that the elimination of the human intervention into the industry to augmented the production and to get the revolution of Industry 4.0. What are the key elements of Industry 4.0? The key elements are cyber physical system. What is cyber physical system? A cyber physical system is a mechanical device that is run by computer based algorithm. So cyber physical system is a mechanical device that is run by a computer based algorithm. Now the Internet of Things, IoT, Internet of Things. It is interconnected network of machine, device and vehicles embedded with computerized sensing, scanning, monitoring capabilities. So this is IoT. Next one is cloud computing. cloud computing is offsite network hosting and data backup. It helps. And last one is cognitive computing. That is technological platforms that employ artificial intelligence. It based on artificial intelligence cognitive computing. So these are the four main key elements of Industry 4.0. Industry 4.0 starts to move towards the Industry 5.0 when you begin to allow customers to customize what they want actually. So if we move forward to the Industry 5.0, then some additional features what the customers actually want, what is the requirement, that could be included into the Industry 4.0, and Industry 5.0 may come up. Then what is about Industry 5.0? Less than a decade has passed since talk about Industry 4.0 first surfaced in the manufacturing circles. Yet, visionaries are already forecasting the next revolution, that is Industry 5.0. That is 5.0 industry may come up in future, and they are focusing about the Industry 5.0. If the current revolution emphasizes the transformation of factories into Internet of Thinking, that is IoT, enabled smart facilities that is utilize cognitive computing and interconnected via cloud service, Industry 5.0 is set to focus on the return of human hands and minds into the industrial framework. So Industry 5.0 may come up in after certain years with the help of cognitive computing and Internet of Thinking via interconnected cloud services. So the Industry 5.0 is the revolution in which man and machines reconcile and find the way to work together to improve the means and efficiency of productions. The Industry 5.0 underway among the companies that are now using or adopting principles of the Industry 4.0. So it is obvious that Industry 5.0 will not come automatically. Rather, it is ongoing process, and the companies which are now using principles of Industry 4.0, after certain years later or in the future, the Industry 5.0 with new some addition of new technology, some adoption of new techniques, Industry 5.0 will obviously come in operations or in the revolution, that is Industry 5.0 or Industrial Revolution 5th. As technological innovations become more rapid, revolutions could ultimately follow one another in a quick succession over the next 10 years and beyond. It is obvious as the technology innovations rapidly increasing or rapidly advancing, so the revolution cannot stay behind. It is also running with succession after a few years later or beyond. The first three industrial revolutions took decades to play out. Today's revolution lasts only as long as it takes for industry-wide implementation to complete itself. It's important to note that manufacturing 5.0 is an aggregate of the form of Industry 4.0 and not entirely new. So Industry 5.0 is a upgrade version of the Industry 4.0, and Industry 5.0 is not new. Rather, it is some addition and some incorporation of the new technology and advanced technology, and that is Industry 5.0. Overall, the development of Industry 5.0 could prove to be the full realization of what the architects of Industry 4.0 had only dreamed of at the dawn of the 2010. What at about 2010, the Industry 4.0 thought of that can be as a architecture point of view, that can be developed the Industry 5.0, and there must be some realization in the same route, but must be there some difference between the Industry 4.0 and Industry 5.0 with some addition of new development and new technology adoption. As artificial intelligence improves and the factory robots assumes more human-like capabilities, the interaction between computers, robots and human workers will ultimately become more meaningful and manually enlightening in Industry 5.0. So in Industry 5.0, artificial intelligence, robots, and computers, these are will be very much powerful, or based on these tools, the Industry 5.0 will work, and there will be less human interactions or human interventions into the Industry 5.0, and we are waiting for this. At one time there will be less interventions of the human, and all those activity will be run by the robots with the help of computers and other artificial intelligence. Please subscribe this channel if you like this video. Stay safe and stay good. Thank you for watching this.